It's trying to get some more people on.
It said it ended online.
Yeah, we only had like a couple viewers. So
It was like,
I restarted it though.
oh, okay.
Maybe encourage a new crowd to come in.
Okay, one or two people are popping on. I'll be right back. Alright, a few folks. 14 right now, so we're gonna. Special edition flight delay TikTok live.
Yeah.
All right. Looks good enough. What are we gonna do? What are you gonna do? All right. What's up, guys? 2 TikTok lives in one day. That's pretty wild. And a Facebook one too, right? Mm-hmm. So we had Beto Nahara here earlier today. Our my man down here in Houston, DJ extraordinaire. You hear him on Univision Radio. But he joined us. Check out our new office here in Houston. You can't really see it too well, but this office is top notch. But we're gonna put together a little tour and put it on there. But if you guys haven't been in to see us here in Houston, set your appointment, come down, do a consultation with us. I probably met with 50 people over the last couple of days, and it was awesome getting to know you guys. A lot of new clients joined the family. Happy to hear that. Happy to see that. We're going to do amazing work for you guys. You're going to see. But looks like we got New York and Atlanta from Nancy joining us. Thank you guys. Appreciate that. If you guys can like the live, that always boosts it up. It casts it out to a wider audience. If you guys have not followed us yet, go ahead and jump on there and follow us. Doing my second TikTok live today because this is a special flight delay edition. Me and Frankie's flight got delayed, so we're hanging out here for a little bit longer. We're supposed to be on the road by now, but here I am, happy to be here. Happy to talk to you guys. So let's get into it. I'll answer as many of these questions as I can. Hey, Emma Avila, you got a consultation Thursday. That's awesome. Can't wait to see you guys. Can't wait to see you then. Be good. Can't read the name there, but hi sir, my asylum case court interview complete. My decision is pending. What you think about? It depends on what you're talking about. So are you actually in? Let's do this. Oh, there we go. It's all good. Are you actually in immigration courts? So there's a difference for people filing an asylum outside of court or inside of court. So if you're outside of court and you actually had an asylum interview, you could potentially get approved for it after your interview. If not, if you're in court, then obviously you'll be afforded a chance to testify. Give your testimony about your case. So you're saying it was in court. Okay, so you'll have a chance to testify, obviously, at an individual hearing. If you've had that already, sometimes the judges decide it right then and there, at the same day as your testimony. Sometimes they will reserve judgment, and they'll issue a judgment later. So it could be a number of different things. Some judges have taken several months to get us a decision. Other ones render a decision right there. Doesn't mean it's good or bad. Some judges are just different. 5 months, yeah, I've had some clients waiting for that long after an individual to get get a decision on it. So just hang in there. If you have a work permit, keep renewing that, obviously, and good luck to you. Can you stop an ICE hold from Hunt County from family violence? No, we don't have. So lawyers, we don't have the ability to file anything regarding an ICE hold. So that's just an indication that whoever's in custody doesn't have status in the United States, and they have alerted Department of Homeland Security or ICE that they are being held. And as that's the case, ICE has the opportunity to pick them up or come talk to them or something like that. Doesn't mean they always respond to it, but we don't have any ability to talk about those things. So he sounds like he's still in a county lockup for a criminal action. That's something that you need to hire a criminal attorney for. Okay. All right. Any update on a U visa from Pablo? Not really. I mean, U visas are, you're the victim of a crime. You got to file it. There's not been any real updates. The last one was really they were supposed to start expediting work permits through the U visa program. We have seen that, but they're not like super expedited. I mean, it's still taking a while to get those, but you're not having to wait at least the 5 to 7 years before the U visa itself is approved. So that's some good news, but it's still there. If you guys, let's see, 840 likes. Let's see if we can get the likes up a little bit higher. If you guys could start liking this, I'd appreciate it. If you have not followed us, follow us, because we jump on here a lot. I'm traveling around, and whenever I have opportunities to do a TikTok, jump on here, or if I'm on Instagram or Facebook or wherever the case may be, there's a bunch of follows and likes. Thank you so much, guys. But it's good to be there, because then when we jump on a TikTok, you guys can get out here. I know a lawyer's page might not be the most interesting page in the whole world, not the funniest or the most exciting on TikTok, but we share good information. We share good stories, positive vibes here. It's what we try to keep it going. All right. Your asylum case has been more than 6 years. Yeah, I mean, that happens. So whether that's inside or outside of court, we've had some clients waiting for quite a long time, for sure. 89 Mexico, I have DACA. Can I apply for residency or a green card? So yeah, green card is residency, but just having DACA alone doesn't give you the ability to apply for residency. You have to have a close family member that can petition for you to get to residency. Okay, just DACA alone doesn't do it. They were trying to create that bridge. They even had a proposal in place. It's just it never got passed in Congress. Not surprising. We've all been hopeful that they would do something permanent for people with DACA. They just haven't done it. So you still have to take traditional means to do that. Javier Rodriguez, lawyer. I've been with my request for 2 years and I have not received anything. What request are you talking about? Let me know. Thank you for the gift there. I appreciate it. Thanks for the likes that keep coming in. Love to see that. That's encouraging. Look at that, over 4,000 likes. Appreciate it.
Nice.
Yeah, that's coming along nice. Got quite a few folks on the live now. A lot of questions. I'm going to answer as many as I can get through. Again, special edition flight delay. Hanging out in my Houston office here. Me and Frankie are waiting for our flight to so we can hit up the flight. We got more people to help, more places to go. With the deportation in the past, is there any hope? So maybe. So it just depends, A lot of things change. Depends on when it happened, what were the circumstances of the deportation, what happened after the deportation, and what ability you have now. There are, few processes you can do still with that, but there are some. So I would suggest you go to a consultation, whether it's with us or another experienced immigration attorney. Just do your homework as to which attorney you ultimately hire. You want to make sure, obviously, they have the experience to handle what you need them to handle. Okay. I mean, I would suggest us, but I understand we can't handle every single case in the United States. There's some other good attorneys out there, but do your research. Find the good ones. Vanessa, my form 601 was denied. What can I do? So, the 601 is a waiver. For everybody else out there, that's you're asking for a waiver of some kind of an immigration penalty. Typically on a 601, 601A, you have to show that there's been a hardship to your qualifying relative. And if they're denied, a lot of the times and I don't know your case, obviously. So this is just general advice. It's not legal advice, okay? So generally, if those waivers are denied, a lot of times it's a subjective thing. So that's just some immigration officer looking through your waiver and deciding it doesn't meet his level to approve it for some reason. That hardship's not there. Maybe they sent out an RFE and it wasn't responded to or something like that. If that's the case, you can absolutely apply again. You can try again, and they don't hold it against you. Okay, so you can try it again. You can apply again. We've had some clients come to us after they had a previous waiver denied for a subjective reason. We do the background work. We build up that evidence. We work with the client to build up that evidence to really show what that hardship is. Because sometimes they're just not doing a good job of putting it all on paper. You don't get a chance to talk to somebody about the waiver. This is just something they're reading. So you got to really build that up. And we've done that in the past. We filed it a second time and got them approved. So I don't know about your case particularly, but you can always do it again. I'm Nancy, 601A processing times, 24 months plus. I mean, it could be at a minimum at this point, 24-month processing time, but I've seen them up to 3 years even. So it takes time. Okay, Michelle, I have my I-485 and I-130 approved. What's next? So if you filed, that sounds like you filed an adjustment of status. You might not have a next. It depends on, there's a couple other things you probably need to file if it's an outright adjustment of status. But that might be it. So you're probably waiting for your green card at this point or your work permit. Yeah. Thanks for the likes. So see, we're over 8,000 now, and thanks for pointing that out, Remy. I appreciate that. So I like to see the likes come in. I see a couple of you followed us, and I appreciate that too. Always like to get new followers on here. Again, positive page here. An attorney's page, not the most exciting or fun, but we give good advice here. I'm sure there's more interesting pages, but we keep it interesting. We keep it fresh. Do what we can with the content we have. How long is too long while with a lawyer? I have no idea. That's a subjective thing. I have no idea how long. Depends on your process, obviously. All right, a lot of questions. Sorry, guys. Every time I'm about to read one, they fly by with like 10 more. Let's see. Do we have a client, basically, God loves something? Do you service in Illinois? We have clients in Illinois. I have clients in Chicago, sure. We handle cases all over the United States. We obviously, immigration's a federal law, so we can practice federal law in any U.S. jurisdiction. I'm licensed in multiple states myself. But, in terms of immigration, it's a federal thing. Yeah. Obviously, sometimes there's some state issues that come involved with it. If we're talking about there's corollary criminal cases, corollary family cases, and at that point, it's highly beneficial to have your attorney barred in the state you're from. But if it's a general immigration case, then it can be handled by us. Sure. Just give us a call if you need help, okay? If you guys need a consultation, give us a call or come to one of our offices, set your consultation. I've seen a couple of you, ping out here that you have a consultation coming up. You're excited. I'm excited. Love to see you guys. Like I said, I came down to Houston over the weekend, check out the new offices down here. Fell in love with this place. This is great. But, I've probably met with 50 people over the last couple of days on Monday and Tuesday, and it was amazing meeting you guys. If anybody's joining us that I've talked to in the last couple of days, nice meeting all you guys. Had really great experience. Love to come down to Houston. But anyways, thanks for the likes. Look at that. Almost at 10K. It's looking good. Consultations, there it is. It's free consultation. We don't charge just to talk to you. I will say though, if you guys are going to come for a consultation, whether you schedule one and it's over the phone or you schedule one that you're going to come in person, bring your documents with you. If you're talking immigration, a lot of times people have filed previous petitions and they have them. If they're an immigration court and you'd like us to represent you in immigration court, bring your court documents. It makes the consult so much better. Thanks for follow, Shab Shay. North Carolina joining us. Awesome, Marcy. Thanks. But yeah, bring your court documents because we can go over the stuff with you right there. And it's, like I said, free consultation. We'll give you, we'll say yes, no. We'll let you know why. If we can't help you with something, we'll tell you why. Because we want you to have that knowledge. We want the knowledge to be in your hands and you understand, okay, this is the reasons why they can't proceed with my case. And we want you to know that. So of course, go seek a second and third opinion. Always good, to seek multiple opinions from attorneys, just find someone you're comfortable with. But if we've told you no for some reason and you go to another attorney, because you keep asking the question, someone's going to tell you yes. You want to say, okay, well, why can you help me but not them? And you'll have the questions that you can ask. And if they can't overcome those questions, then be careful about signing up with that person, right? All right. Vanessa, the letter stated that I cannot appeal the decision or the form I-601 can only file a month. Yeah, so that's a standard form letter you got. Okay, that's a denial letter. Correct, you cannot appeal it. What I'm trying to tell you is you would file a brand new application. That's what I'm telling you. I'm not saying to appeal the one you had. And I know there is some kind of a motion that you can file for reconsideration. Frankie, we got this. We don't have a good setup here, so I have it like on a sliding tray. So keep keep sliding down. Anyways, but what I'm telling you is not to file. No, don't worry about an appeal. Don't worry about a motion for reconsideration. Those are largely a waste of time and a waste of money. I'm telling you, you'd probably be best off filing a new case, provided you qualify. Again, I don't know your case. I don't know your background. I'm just saying generally speaking. Okay. How long does an I-130 take? 12 plus months at this point. 12 to 15 months. Could take a little less, could take a little longer. I filed one recently and had a 3-month decision on an approval. That was amazing. That is not typical at all. Had nothing to do with us. It's just we filed it, that client got lucky. More likely around 12 months or so. Okay. And these are flying by fast. And every time I touch this, I'm worried about this thing sliding out.
You want to scroll and not hold right here?
Huh?
You scroll and not hold it from right here while you scroll?
Maybe that's the way to do it, huh?
Yeah.
All right. Teamwork. All right, USCIS website showing 2 months of processing time for an I-130. Now it's 5 months. Please, no. It's much longer than that. So their website is terribly out of date if that's what it's saying. More likely 12 months, honestly. So if you haven't heard anything in a while, it's typically normal. I saw someone else just message out that they've been waiting for consular processing in Juarez for 3 years. I have clients like that too. It sounds like you got caught up in the pandemic when they just shut down consular processing for a while. They just weren't taking appointments for a long time, and you just kind of got in line to get to one of those appointments. So look at that, almost 11,000 likes. So guys, if you could like it some more, we got some more follows. Grace following, thank you so much. If you guys haven't followed us, how dare you follow us now. I'm trying to get on Frankie's level. He's like way ahead of me on follows. I still got a ways to go to catch Frankie here, but there's some follows there. Frankie, I'm going to catch you on this one.
Yeah.
I'll have to be doing this for the next 30 days to even get close. Just straight 30 days straight live. I'll just hang out here the whole time. All right. Can I bring my 100-year-old grandma to visit the U.S.? So, she would be seeking some kind of a non-immigrant visa. You don't have you can't petition for a grandma. When you're talking about petitions for a family, it has to be what they call a close family member, and that's going to be, spouses. If you're a U.S. citizen, 21 years or older, you can petition for your parents. Not a resident petitioning for your parents, a citizen petitioning for your parents. If you're a resident or citizen, you can petition for your children. If you're a resident, you can only petition for your adult children if they're not married. U.S. citizens can petition for their siblings, those kind of things. So not grandma. All right. Yeah, the 5-month thing is not accurate. Thanks for the follows. I see a couple more. Appreciate that. Eddie's girl, do I know how inheritance tax works? Yes, I do, but that's off topic here. Thanks for the follows. There's more follows there coming through from Jasmine, Hungry Hiker, some other ones. Thanks for the likes. Thanks for the follows. Andrea, thanks for the follows. No worries. I understand it's a tax question, but I do know what you're talking about. We're just sticking to immigration mostly. If you guys have unrelated questions to immigration, I'll try to answer them, but I'm not going to start jumping into tax law. I would love to help you, but I don't know what an Einstein visa is. Sorry, I saw you ping that one out a couple of times. My interview, 1:30, took 3 years. Yeah, so someone's there is giving their personal experience. So sometimes people are waiting for a long time. Hungry Hiker, do I need to redo my medical for my 485 even if my medical is still valid? So if it's out of date, yeah, unfortunately you would. And it's too bad because if your process was delayed by their point, they would make you go and pay to get another one. On some of these cases, we've now taken to filing them without the medical and just waiting until it gets closer and then filing it closer too, so you don't have to pay for it twice. I'm not saying that's the way to go. Don't take that as there's just some strategy involved depending on people's circumstances, okay? All right. There's a lot of people on here, Frankie. There's 300 people.
Dang, that's awesome.
Yeah,
Wow.
there's just people jumping on and off. And what are we
make sure they
at?
follow.
Almost 12,000 likes. Yeah, there are a lot of people following. This is a good crowd we got going on today. So I saw someone, a lot of active crowd. What's going on with this Tuesday afternoon crowd? Look at more than 300 now. I got a flight delay going on and a lot of people joining us. So Kimberly Baby with VAWA thoughts. So VAWA, let's talk about VAWA for a second. So VAWA is the Violence Against Women's Act, right? So Violence Against Women's Act, that is when a spouse of a U.S. citizen or a resident is suffering abuse from that spouse, okay? And you have this ability in immigration to potentially file this VAWA claim. You do it by yourself. Obviously, it's not with the involvement of the abusive spouse. They don't even know about it, in fact. But you have the ability to file that, and you potentially can get work permit, deferred action, and that can leapfrog itself into possibly residency. So you could then, if you do get approved for that, as long as you qualify, there's some other things in your background, you can move on to residency. So it's a great process. I mean, obviously it's due to unfortunate circumstances in your life. If you have had abuse, physical, emotional, mental, those kind of things, you obviously have to prove that up, prove for the VAWA. But if approved, then you can move on to your residency process. Let me check on that flight delay, Frankie. I want to make sure
Yeah, just in case.
just in case. All right, checking my flight delay real quick. So me and Frankie can't miss our plane. We got places to jet set off to. Let's see. 6:14. That's a 3-minute more delay now.
Yeah.
See, my experience when they start delaying a flight, that it just like, oh no, this is like 5, 10, and it just keeps going.
Yeah,
you need
okay.
it to just stop. You need those flight delays to just stop so you can actually get on the plane sometime tonight. Thanks for the follows. Thanks for the shares. Appreciate that. I'm trying to answer as many of these as can. A lot of them are flying really fast, so. Okay. Lindsay, we almost tried doing my immigration process without an attorney, and thank goodness we hired one. Well, good. I mean, hopefully you got a good one. Hopefully you got great results. And if you did, congratulations to you. But yeah, I mean, not everybody requires an attorney, and immigration is just like any other field of law. You're more than welcome to represent yourself. They call that pro se representation. So you're welcome in immigration. You're welcome in anything else to represent yourself. It's just, you got to be careful, because I've also seen some people try to cut corners, particularly when it comes to costs. They've gone to an attorney, a notario, something like that they make some irreparable mistake in their filing, and then there's just nothing I can do. They'll come to me like after the fact and say, hey, hey, can you fix this? This bad thing happened. I got bad advice. I did this thing. I filed this. What can we do? And a lot of times there's not anything I can do. I hate it. And I'll say, hey, look, I'm sorry. There's not what we can do here. Okay. Yes, we have a website. Easy to remember here. Okay, here it is. ATT. So my initials. ATTlaw.com. ATTlaw.com. Easy to find. You can go look us up there. It's also a great resource for immigration. We've added a lot of immigration information, so you can obviously see some background of the firm. We have some of our attorneys highlighted, not all of them, but a lot of them are on there. So you can see some of our attorneys and their backgrounds. We have a really impressive roster, obviously. Work with some great attorneys here. Blessed to do that. But it's also a good tool for immigration itself. There's some questions answered. And if you want to set a consultation, you can do it right through the website too, attlaw.com. You can go there. There's live chat agents. You can set it through there. You can just go to the book a consultation and enter your information and book yourself. And it works. I know the system was down a little earlier today for some reason. It was not our issue. It was more of a software-wide issue, but I think it's back and working. At least I hope so. It better be. All right. Why is 601A taking so long? Received August 2022. Is supposed to go to Nebraska, but went to... Yeah, so 601A is taking a long time. Like I said, 24 to 36 months is a good processing time to expect. So if you just filed it last August, you still have some time to wait. Consultations are free with us. Thanks for the follows. But yeah, we do free consultations. I don't know if any of you guys were watching earlier. We did a little video or whatever with my man Beto down here in Houston. DJ extraordinaire. You hear him on Univision. You see him on the TV. He was down here. We jumped. This is my second live today. Look at that. Did the first one with Beto. Well, he was talking about it. He's on there telling you guys about the free consultations all the time. Or you might hear us by my man Danny Luna up in Dallas. He's also Univision, all over the radio and on the news. He's on TV. He's my man, Danny and Beto. Thanks for the follows, Chrissy. Appreciate it. Just the LO. Does switching lawyers affect a case? It's hard to say. Every immigration case or every legal case in general is different, but obviously you need to be happy with your representation. It's a relationship. You're going to be working with your chosen counsel, especially in immigration, for several years. So you need to be happy, but generally in immigration, it is okay to switch somewhere along the line. You obviously want to do that as soon in the process as you think you want to do it, rather than let it get away from you. So it's always okay to go seek a second, third consultation. Those things happen, right? I don't think any attorney takes it personally. At least they shouldn't. Do first DWI affect the permanent residence process? Okay, so, it's a good question. What's the relationship between, an arrest and a residency process? Again, kind of depends on what state you're in, what it was charged as. That's a state law, and that's what I was talking about. There are some state issues that come involved with this federal practice of immigration law, okay? There is a federal practice of immigration law, and you can practice anywhere, but there are state issues involved here. So, I'm a Texas licensed attorney. I can comment on Texas law. Some attorneys can't do that. You need to see where they are licensed to make sure they can handle it. But generally, if you're just talking about a very first, like here in Texas, called a DUI, Class C maybe, a low misdemeanor, and it wasn't prosecuted at a certain level, then yes, you could still move forward with it. But again, can't give that advice to everybody. It really depends on your case, what was charged, and all those things, okay? Liliana, thanks for the follow. Thanks for sharing, guys. Thanks for the follow, Jesse. Oops, sorry. Get that off of there. Liliana, what happens if after hearing the master hearing, if the judge gives you 2 months to hire an attorney and you don't? Yeah, you don't. You don't have to. So that's a standard thing. So if somebody shows up in court and the judge talks to them for the first time and they're expressing some kind of, the judge may ask you some questions and he might say, well, you might qualify for a certain type of relief. Do you have an attorney? And you're saying no. A lot of times the judge will be, he'll say, okay, look, I'm going to reset this, give you a chance to go find counsel. That's not an order. He can't make you hire an attorney. You can represent yourself if you feel competent to do that, okay? But if the judge did give you that, and then you go back to court without an attorney, he's going to assume you're going to represent yourself, and he's going to move it forward right then, okay? All right. I am in the office, Carol. Thanks for the message of why am I not in the office. I am in the office right now. Been in the office all day, in fact, for 2 days. Maybe don't comment when you don't understand things about people. I gotta snap back at some people, man. They just throw those snappy ass comments on here. All right. Timeline process from receipt notice of. I got some likes after. I think people like when you
like. Yeah, people
push
like
back
seeing like
a
you're also
minute.
a real person. So
it's like, man, give me a break. or don't. I don't really care. Timeline process from receipt notice of I-485. Yeah, so I mean, if you're talking about an adjustment of status, you're talking about, I would say about a 12-month processing time is probably a good estimate for you. I've seen them come a little slower. Quicker. I've seen 8 months, but I've seen them take a little longer too. But they are starting to speed them up a little bit. If you're talking about an adjustment through, let's say, a spouse, U.S. citizen spouse, they're starting to waive those interviews. We did a video on that where they're starting to waive those marriage-based interviews, and that's speeding up the process. So that's great. Okay. Sorry, a lot of them flying by. Can a judge grant travel parole for someone in removal? No, that's not possible. If you leave the country and you're in removal proceedings, you're de facto deporting yourself. So that would end your case. Obviously, don't do that. Okay, because immigration court, the idea is the Department of Homeland Security, ICE, has instituted a deportation proceeding against you. They're trying to remove you from the country. So if you travel outside the country, they're taking that as a voluntary deportation, okay? Is adjustment of status before 90 days of marriage bad, or is it 90 days after entering county? I'm assuming you mean country. So no, there is a 90-day thing, but you got them mixed up there. Both of those are mixed up. What that 90-day thing is, they will assume it to be fraudulent if you enter the country and within 90 days of entering the country you get married. Okay, not about filing the adjustment of status. All right, so you got it mixed up. So be careful. A lot of questions out here. There's some of them I can't really answer. I don't know what Can we expedite a 601A? No, you cannot. I wish there was a fast lane for them, but there's not. Processing time 24 to 36 months for everybody. No fast lane for it. So we're at 15,000 likes, 15,000.8. Let's see if we can get some more likes. Let's get that up. I've got one of the last ones, not the one from today, but before we had 20,000 likes. Let's see if we can get it up there. That always helps, because then the next time we do a live, I think it distributes it to more people the next time, not just even when you're doing it. Yeah. I think so.
More people get pinged out.
I feel like it. Just learning my way around this app. Learning my way around before they ban it. Who knows?
With that being said, go follow you on Instagram.
Good point. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, with that being said, if they do ban this, go find us on Instagram. Follow us there. We don't have that many followers there. And, we're active on, people send us direct messages there on Instagram. We're active on it. We're able to respond to you a little easier, guide you a little bit better. This app does not lend itself to that. So I can, take questions like this and try to answer it in these group settings, and that's fine. But better if you can just, follow us on Instagram. Sit there, okay? All right, check it on plane. Hold on. Let's see. Okay. What's my IG name? Yeah, that's a good point. I don't even tell them where it is. Yeah. No, just search for Attorney Andrew Thomas. Is that right?
Yeah, it's in the bio too.
Okay, so it's in the bio, but you can just get on there. Attorney Andrew Thomas. Looks like me. You'll find me on there. Just give us a follow there. If you wanna reach out to us through that app, we're active on it. Thanks for the follow, Robbie. Appreciate it. Thanks, Miss Rain, for the follows. Terry, thank you. Yeah, if you guys will find us on Instagram, we appreciate that. We sometimes do Q&As on there and things like that. But, I see there's a lot of people asking for DACA updates. That's a common question that I get a lot. So DACA updates. There's not one right now. Now it's in the courts still, right? So this is still under a federal injunction. People who have DACA, you can continue to renew it. So they're not taking new applications. So they're not going to adjudicate or process any new DACA applications. So it's just renewals. Okay. There's not a pathway to residency through DACA. I know that's a question that comes up. That's something that's been bandied about, thrown around in Congress. Not there. Okay. What is the fee for mandamus? And that's a large question. That is not an easy thing to do. So it just really depends. Hi, user. How are you? Chances BIA will approve my husband's case. So when your immigration court case is on appeal to the BIA, Board of Immigration Appeals, it's just like any other appeal. So if you guys know my background, I wasn't always an immigration attorney. I started as a commercial litigation attorney, so I was a trial attorney, and I dealt with appeals before that. But appeals in general are difficult. I mean, they're not, by nature, they're more likely than not to not be approved. Okay, they're most likely not going to be approved, and it's the same thing with immigration. Okay, they have to find some kind of error in the court proceeding, and that's difficult to do. I don't know your husband's case, so I can't give you a percentage. I can just say, just be realistic about your chances. Okay, say someone pinging me there that I'm ignoring your question. I'm not ignoring them, but just look at the scroll of questions that are coming through. I'm trying to answer as many as I can. No worries. You got it. Good luck to you, though. I hope it works out. All right. Can I fix my husband if I make more than him? I mean, it all has to do with, rather than how much you make, it has more to do with, do you have status and can you petition for him? And what's his immigration history look like? I mean, those are important questions to ask. All right. What if my DACA has been expired for 3 years? Can you renew it? No, that would be treated as a new DACA application, and they're not going to accept those. Thanks for the follow, Polly. But they're not going to accept that. I've seen people renew up to about a year after expiration. But beyond that, you're just rolling the dice, most likely no. Polly, Alaska, awesome. Good to see you. Thanks for joining us from Alaska. Can you speak on adjustment of status on C1D crewman visa, please? What's the particular question? I mean, that's a very specific question. If you need a consult, it's hard to go into all the nuances of these kind of things. If you need a consultation, please reach out to us. I'm assuming he has if you're talking about you or your spouse or something, I'm assuming they have a petitioner that can petition for them. We would want to go into how many times they've been to the U.S., working here, not working here, what's the status of the visa. There's a lot of questions to follow up, not necessarily put them here in the comments because it's a public forum. When are they changing the filing fees? Yeah, I mean, you never know. We'll see. But the filing fees do nothing but go up, so they don't go down. For sure. All right. 21.1 thousand likes now. Nice. There we go. That's looking good. I've been on here for a minute now. Yeah, for sure. Erica, thanks for the follow. Appreciate it. I try to politely ignore some of the comments when they come by. I see them. Not all of them. I mean, they're flying by. Some of them fly by, but some of them try to politely ignore. Hey there, how are you? All right. So anyways, what do I need to apply for advanced parole with DACA? Yeah, advanced parole, so that's a travel permission through DACA. Obviously, you need some kind of circumstances that you're traveling for, a reason. You got to give them a reason that you're traveling. I'll tell you that they're getting more and more difficult to get those approved, though. I'm seeing more denials on those where they used to be just approved all the time. But obviously, you need evidence of what you're traveling for. Okay. We do take cases from Virginia. I have clients in Virginia. You just got to... I don't think that I think they're going to be setting up for nationwide consults again. Right now, we just kind of settled into a new office here in Houston, but they're going to be opening that back up really soon. So we do absolutely take those. Thanks for the likes. Thanks for the follows. Appreciate that. There's a lot of them. Do you do asylum cases? Yeah, of course. I mean, we're immigration attorneys, so we're immigration court attorneys. So there are asylums filed in immigration court. There's asylums filed outside of immigration court. So everybody's case is a little bit different. Okay. Can a resident petition someone in asylum proceedings? Yes, for sure. They're not mutually exclusive, so you can have both going on. Okay. Not mutually exclusive. If you guys need more information about our firm, you can go to attlaw.com, attlaw.com. You can find us there. A lot of information. We try to keep it updated if we can. You're welcome. No worries. Okay. If an appeal is denied, is it possible it can be denied again? I'm not sure what the question is there, but if you have something on appeal and it's denied, that'd be pretty much the end of the case. So I'm not sure what the question was. Can my job petition me for a green card? I have DACA right now. I mean, it's hard for me to infer all your background on it, but most likely the answer is no. Outside of some extremely unusual circumstances, highly specialized, where you're going through the Department of Labor, the most likely answer is no, they cannot. I have that question come up quite a bit. We don't have a consult fee, so we do free consultations. So, like I said, spent the last 2 days meeting with people here in our new offices in Houston, upgraded offices. These are super nice. Proud of the firm, but no consultation fee. Meet with a lot of people. That's how we work. Are we hiring paralegals, consular processing experts? Awesome. We're always looking for good people to join us. I mean, we're not actively recruiting, but we're always looking for good people to join us. We've got a team of amazing professionals here in all the offices, and if you guys are interested in possibly coming to work with us, then you can send a resume to info@attlaw.com. info@attlaw.com. Send it there. I don't almost 100% sure, not 100%, I'll say 99% sure. I don't have an active employment ad or anything like that, but we're always looking for good people to join us. I mean, we look to see how we can help more people. So, shoot us over your resume. Rosales, do you know Spanish? That's a complicated question. Do I know it? I know it. I can understand it. I understand pretty much everything that's being said. I can converse a little bit. Been exposed to Spanish since I was a kid. Practiced in Miami for a while. I have family members who speak Spanish, so yeah, I mean, I understand it very well. It's hard for me to always converse back, so. Oops, sorry. Let's see what. I'm gonna check the plane really quick again. We're almost getting to 5 o'clock. This is a flight delay TikTok here, so I'm checking me and Frankie's flight, make sure we don't miss our flight. We're jet setting around. I think we're good still. It hasn't changed in a while.
Yeah, I think I'm solid.
Should be good, right?
Yeah. So.
Probably means the plane left where it was leaving from. Good. Thanks for the follows. Appreciate it. Yes, we work with people out of state. We do. We have a lot of clients from out of state. All right. Let's see. I sent an RFE in December, and since then, no response from them. Green card based marriage. I mean, it's very possible that it's just still in process. I mean, I understand waiting 4 months seems like a long time, but No. Could be normal. We have clients waiting that long. I see a couple of questions in there again asking for the cost of a consultation. We do free consultations for in-person appointments, okay? So if you want consultations, there you go. Thanks for Bernie. Thanks so much for chiming in there. Free consultations, yeah. We meet with people for free. We're located in Texas. I'm currently in our brand new offices in Houston. You can't really see because the conference room doors are like frosted here, but it's a super nice office. We have offices throughout the state, but we also handle phone consultations for people all over the United States. So I have clients all over the place, which is great. Awesome to see. Good to be able to help people all over the U.S. Any U.S. jurisdiction. I'm telling you, right? Liliana, it's a lot of help already and a free consult. I'm telling you, right? Help a lot of people. Yeah, for sure. I know. I try to help as many people as I can. I've been in this game for a while, not just as an immigration attorney. In fact, I was a litigation attorney for a very long time before I became into the immigration field. And I think that's part of the reason why we've been very successful, because I bring that mentality over here, and it's worked out well. It's to the benefit of our clients, which is great. This isn't a money thing for us or anything like that. I'm an attorney, so I'm going to work as a lawyer anyway, so it's not just about money here. We're about helping people, and that's the kind of people that we have on our team, which is great. Kimberly Taylor, do I only do immigration? So at the moment, yeah, because it's just so big. I mean, yes, that's what our firm is now. I've handled many types of law, all surrounding litigation type work. I mean, talking about court work, but now immigration, it is extremely busy. Anyways, do I take cases in Florida? Yes. I practiced in Miami when I was a litigation attorney for several years, and in Fort Lauderdale. So I was in South Florida, very active. I'm licensed in Florida, but yeah, we do take cases in Florida. We give second opinions, sure. Absolutely. Sounds good. A lot of people still joining, jumping on here. 25,000, look at that. Yeah, we're based in Texas, so we have several offices in the state of Texas. I'm currently in Houston, in Dallas a lot, San Antonio, Fort Worth. We're out there, out and about. Thanks for the follow, Berkeley. Appreciate it. Do we have a number you can reach? Yeah, so awesome. Houston in the house. I'm in Houston right now. So I just met with a bunch of people. So yeah, there's a number. It's in our bio. Yeah, just go to the bio, and while you're there, follow it. So follow us, but you can see the number there. Just give a call. If you call during the day, we have call center agents ready to take your call. Salima and her team answer the phone. They'll book that appointment for you, or you can go to our website, attlaw.com, and do it. If you're close to Houston, give us a call. Come down and see us, Grady, or here. If you guys are coming for a consultation, again, I'll say this, bring your documents with you to the consultation. Some people will show up and say, oh man, I forgot my documents at home. And then we're just sitting there playing this guessing game, and I'm asking questions. They're like, I think this, I think that. They're looking up for things on their phone. It's not conducive. Obviously we want to have it, we want to be able to give you the best advice we can. And if you guys bring the documents to us, helps that a lot. Thanks, Liliana, for your referring people to us. I appreciate it. We'll take care of them. In a consultation, if we can't help somebody, we'll let them know that we can't help them. It's not everybody has a process. That's not the way it is. So it's just, we'll tell you, hey, here's what your situation looks like. We can't help you, and this is the reason why. This is the law. This is what's hurting you. Until this changes, you can't do anything. Okay? Yeah, we help with immigration. Right. Okay. How long have I been going here? In a while.
Closing in on an hour now.
Dang, an hour. I'm sitting there talking. Trinidad and Tobago doing it. It's awesome. Did I say that right? Tobago? Maybe my Texas accent. I don't know. Ethiopia joining us. Awesome. It's good to see. Good to see you around the world here, guys. Thanks. Hello, sir. What should I carry with me to an interview with USCIS? So I always recommend when people are going to an interview with USCIS, obviously review the documents that you've submitted, or your attorney or whoever helped you. review those documents, okay? And then I take them. I tell clients just bring the package with you, so that when they're referring to something, you have it right in front of you. You're going to look prepared. Stop tapping my bottle. I'll tap it all I want. If you don't want me to tap the bottle, you can get off the live, okay? Here, we'll just keep tapping it. I don't care if it looks fake or whatever. Those people think they can tell me what to do.
Yeah, come on.
Wild, man. It's a wild world we live in. But take all the documents with you. Hey, look, Peru in the house. Awesome. We have a lot of clients from Peru. A lot of good people I've met that come from Peru. But take all the documents with you. Obviously, review it in advance before you go. Understand what answers you've given and that you've moved forward to. Okay? So that's all I would take. Let's see. What would I need to bring to my first consultation? Just kind of mention that, but bring any documents you want us to review or whatever attorney you're going to see. So if you filed previous petitions with immigration, bring them. If you have receipts from immigration, bring them. If you're in immigration court, bring your notice to appear, bring your notice of hearing, bring your order of release, bring anything that you have that's from immigration court or even related. If you think it might be related, bring it. Let us go through it. We can go through these things really quick. We see them all the time. So we can leaf through, we can determine what's important, what's not as important, but just bring it. Yeah. Yeah, we work with all immigrants. I see someone ask a question about Haiti. Yeah, work with all immigrants, for sure. Yeah, it's a free consultation. Absolutely, for sure. We have nothing from immigration. Want to start our case? Okay, well then just come in with yourself. Nothing to come. If you don't have anything from immigration and you have not started a case, you're not in court, you haven't started a process, I would just first of all, you want as many of the parties who will be involved on the case to attend the consultation. So if it's you and let's say a spouse or something, you would ideally both come to the consultation, because there's going to be questions that need to be asked of both of you in terms of your timeline, your background. You might not know all the answers of your spouse's background as to when they've entered the United States, when they left, things that in their past. You might not know all those things. So I recommend if they can both attend. I know that's not always feasible, but if they can both attend, it would help than having to try to call and get answers during a consultation. I can't. They're flying by so fast. Do you have any advice for aspiring immigration lawyers? Yeah. So one, don't be myopic. This is what I tell everybody all the time. So it's admirable that you already know what you want to do, but I wouldn't just be laser focused on one field of law. The much more important thing to do is learn how to become an actual good attorney. If you're a good attorney, you can adapt to any field of law, and it'll be all the better for your clients. Don't just be locked into immigration where you're just putting the blinders on and missing things. That's what a lot of attorneys get themselves in trouble, and they do a disservice, honestly. They're not as great of an attorney as they could be. Broaden your horizons, look for things. Anything that will get you in front of court will help. So if you're in law school, moot court, appellate court, these kind of things, find a clerkship that lets you see depositions, those kind of things. Before you just lock in and go to immigration, because you're gonna miss a lot of stuff. All right, I'm gonna take a couple more of these and gotta get going. Thanks for the follow, Racy. Appreciate it. If you guys need to get in touch with us, info@attlaw.com. info@attlaw.com. Give us a call, but if not, info@attlaw.com. How about adopting a relative, nieces and nephews? So, it depends. If you've legally adopted even a niece or nephew and they're now seen as your adoptive children, you could petition for them. You have to adopt them before a certain age, obviously. It's like some of these are like multi-part questions where it's like I can't follow it along. I'm from Texas. You can't tell by my accent. I live in Texas. I'm from Texas, where I'm from. I've been around, but I'm in Texas. All right. info@attlaw.com. ATT, like my initials, Andrew T. Thomas, ATTlaw.com, info@attlaw.com, okay? You can go to the website, you can submit inquiries there as well. It'll go to that website, I think, or that email, I think. But it goes somewhere that we check, because we're responding to those things all the time. All right. So you can find more information about us on our website, attlaw.com. VAWA, Violence Against Women Act, we've covered that in the past. That's obviously a case when you're married to someone with status, U.S. citizen or resident, and you've got, you've suffered abuse. You can file that either while you're still married or within 2 years of the divorce. It can help you potentially get to residency. So obviously it's something that could help you. All right. I'm going to sign off here. Looks like we got most of it. We do work permits for sure. That's usually part of the question or part of the process here. So thanks for everybody for joining us. Appreciate it. It's been fun. Got to go catch a flight. If you guys need help, reach out to us any of the ways. Follow us if you haven't. See you guys. God bless.